Welcome to all newly admitted BSc first year students. Welcome in online classes of Fishery Science BSc first year. In last few periods we are studying different points of our syllabus, our study. Today's important aspect for studying classification of Pisces up to class level, that is Burr classification, Burr 1940. He classified the Pisces into 7 classes, and in these 7 classes, first 3 classes these are to be extinct on the earth planet, and remaining 4 classes till today these are to be surviving, these are to be present on the earth planet. In these 7 classes, 6 classes we have completed up to here: class Pterichthys, class Coccysteae, class Acanthodi, class Elasmobranchi, class Holocephali, and class Dipnoi. Today's class, the important, most commercial for the words production, for the words view, that is class 7 Teleostomi, class Osteichthyes, class Bonifacius, or the class freshwater fish. All these names, these are to be synonymous names, these are to be found, these are to be found. Teleostomi is also called as Osteichthyes is also called as Bonifacius are also called as freshwater fishes. This class, these are to be important, these are to be most advanced, most interesting class, and it is to be a most commercial, most advanced class among the Pisces, because this class, these are to be importantly advanced class. Why these are to be advanced? Just we have seen. What is the general characters of this class? What is the general characters of this class Teleostomi? Which are the general characters of the class Teleostomi? Class Teleostomi, these are highly advanced group of fishes. In fishes, first class Pterichthys, and in fishes last class Teleostomi. Means on the earth planet, this class, these are to be appear, these are to be arise in last series, in last manner. That's why these are highly advanced, most recent, and most nutritive commercial fishes found on earth planet. That's why this is a highly advanced group of fishes. This group of fishes are well developed and recently evolved on the earth planet. As in evolution which is to be occur, as in evolution these are to be takes place on earth planet. In evolution pediology, this class Teleostomi, these are to be appear, these are to be developed lastly in Pisces. That's why this group of fishes is well developed, recent, and this is to be highly advanced group of fishes. These are to be developed, these are to be evolved on the earth planet. Teleostomi is also called as Bonifacius. Teleostomi is also called as Bonifacius, or Teleostomi is also called as Osteichthyes. It is to be also called as Bonifacius. Why it is called as Bonifacius? Large number of these fishes, or large number of species from the Teleostomi, large number of fishes from the Teleostomi live in freshwater, live in inland water, freshwater or inland water medium. Hence, it is to be called as freshwater fishes. Why it is to be called as freshwater fishes? Because in these fishes, those species these are to be reported on the earth planet. From these species, 95% species, these are to be surviving, these are to be living in freshwater medium, in inland water medium, in rivers, oceans, seas. That's why it is called as freshwater fishes. It is also called as osteichthyes. Why it is to be called as osteichthyes? Osteicht means bones and ichthys means fish. Osteicht means bones and ichthys means fish. Means in those fishes, endoskeleton is made up of in the form of bones instead of ribs or cartilage. In Elasmobranchia we have seen those fishes endoskeleton is made up of in the form of cartilage or ribs. Hence these are called as cartilaginous fishes. In this teleostomy, endoskeleton is made up of in the form of bones. Osteicht means bones, ichthys means fish. In those fishes, internal framework, endoskeleton is made up of in the form of bony, in the form of bones. Hence these are called as the osteichthyes, or hence these are called as the bony fishes. Why it is to be called as bony fishes? Because endoskeleton is made up of in the form of bones or osteichthyes. This is the general character. See, these are the some bony fishes. These are the some bony fishes. These are to be seen, these are to be found. Which are these bony fishes? The first fish, that is this is the katla, freshwater fish found in rivers, most nutritive, most delicious, and maximum world's fish consumption. Maximum fishes, these are to be used as food. That is from the category of the katla. This is the first. Second, Labiorohita. That is, this is the Labiorohita. It is also a teleostomy member. It is to be important and most useful commercial culturable fish. That is the fish Labiorohita. Again, next to the katla. Katla is the fastest growing. Next to the katla, Labiorohita, these are to be grow and these are to be used as a food. And third, that is the Sirana mrigal. This is the third fish, Sirana mrigal. This Sirana mrigal, these are to be grow, these are to be increase in size. And all these three, that is katla, Labiorohita and Sirana mrigal, commonly these three are called as major carps. Commonly these three are called as the major carps found in fresh waters of rivers, reservoirs, tributaries. In these areas where fresh water these are to be occur, where fresh water these are to be seen, in these areas these fishes these are to be found, that is katla, Labiorohita and Sirana mrigal. These fishes these are to be seen, these fishes these are to be found, that this is the katla, this is the Labiorohita and this is the Sirana mrigal. Both these three are called as the major carps. These three are called as the major carps. These are the famous examples of the, that is teleostomy. What is the general characters of this teleostomy? Again, these teleostomy or these fishes are flourisher. Teleostomy fishes are flourished during the Devonian period, Devonian era, and these fishes these are to be developed, these are to be flourished on large scale whole worldwide, and hence Devonian period is also called as age of fishes or golden period of fishes. Golden period of fishes or the age of fishes. In that period, in that time on Earth planet, these fishes these are to be flourished, evolved and more dominant condition. Hence Devonian period is called as the age of teleostomy or the age of fishes. Another important character in this fishes, primary upper jaw and lower jaw. In teleostomy, primary upper jaw and lower jaw is supplemented by the addition of membrane bones. Primary upper jaw and lower jaw, when these are to be supplemented by addition of membrane bones which form the secondary jaws, and hence in these fishes perfect mouth means upper jaw and lower jaw these are to be formed well developed. Upper jaw and lower jaw these are to be formed completely with primary upper jaw and that is the lower jaw, and forms a secondary jaws, forms a secondary bone, a jaw suspension, and hence it is to be called as the perfect mouthed fishes perfect mouthed fishes. Hence it is called as teleostomy. Teleos, complete, stoma, mouth. Complete mouth is present means primary jaw and secondary jaws or upper jaw and lower jaw is present. Hence these are called as the complete mouthed fishes or the teleostomy. Teleos means complete, stoma means mouth. In those fishes, mouth is to be complete, well developed. Upper jaw and lower jaw, these are to be formed, well formed. It is called as teleostomy. The skull of teleostomy is usually hyostylic or amphistylic. Skull or the jaw suspension. Skull or the jaw suspension of teleostomy is usually hyostylic or the amphistylic condition which is to be observed. See. The body of these fishes is generally covered with an exoskeleton. Generally, in these fishes, exoskeleton is present and exoskeleton is to be covered. That is, in these fishes, body of these fishes, these are to be generally covered with an exoskeleton, and exoskeleton is in the form of rhombic or cycloid or stenoid scales. In these fishes, in teleostomy or bony fishes, the scales are present. That scales are rhombic, or that scale is also called as cycloid scale, or that scale is also called as stenoid. These scales are called as bony ridge scale. These scales are called as the bony ridge scales. These are to be present, which is to be occurring in this teleostomy. Next character, single external branchial aperture is present, which is to be called as operculum. Single branchial aperture. Single branchial aperture is to be present. These single branchial aperture, see in this fish, this is the operculum is present. In this labio, this is the operculum is present. In Sirana mrigal, this is the operculum is present. Means in these fishes, external branchial aperture is to be present. These external branchial aperture, these are to be covered by fleshy bony covering. That fleshy bony covering is called as the operculum, and this operculum is present. This operculum is found in teleostomy, which is to be absent in elasmobranchi, which is we have seen in class elasmobranchi. Then another important character, palatochordate is not fused with endocranium. Palate and chordate is not fused with, not connected with endocranium. There is no cloaca. There is a separate anal and urogenital aperture. Again, in these fishes, that is in these catla, in these labio, and in the, that is Sirana mrigal, among or in these fishes, three separate openings, these are to be present. One opening just behind to the pelvic fin, one opening is present. It is called as anal opening. Then just in this opening, these are to be present. These are to be found in this areas. That is especially in front of the anal fin. It is called as anal opening. Then in front of the anal opening, that is the genital opening, and next it is the urinary opening. Means next to the anal fin, the opening, these are to present. First is the anal opening, second is the genital opening, and third is the, that is urinary opening. Means in these three fishes, in these teleostomy, cloaca is absent. Cloaca, when combined opening for fecal matter, combined opening for gametes, combined opening for nitrogenous waste, that is anal opening, urinary opening, and gamete opening, genital opening. When these are to be combined by such a common opening, it is called as cloaca. Whereas when these are to be separately opened by a separate opening, then it is to be called as the, that is genital opening, anal opening, and the urinary opening. Such separate opening, these are to present. There is a cloaca is absent, and separate opening is to present. Separate opening is to be found in the teleostomy. Claspers or male copulatory organ are absent in this class. In teleostomy, or the members of the class teleostomy, to identify whether the fish is male or female, that is male copulatory organ, claspers. These claspers, these are to be absent. These claspers, these are to be absent from the members of the class teleostomy. Whereas this clasper, these are to present in the previous classes, in class holocephaly as well as class elasmobranchi, that is claspers are present. Another character of the class teleostomy, air bladder or swim bladder or gas bladder is usually present to swim, to take air in adverse condition, in adverse time. Air bladder, swim bladder or gas bladder is present. In other classes, such air or this air bladder, this gas bladder or swim bladder is to be absent. Swim bladder is to be absent, but in teleostomy, air bladder or swim bladder or gas bladder usually present and which is to be well developed. Spiracles are absent in this class fishes. Again, in other class fishes, spiracles are present. 5 to 7 pairs of gill slits are present. In teleostomy, 4 to 5 gill slits are present, and there is absence of spiracles. There is absence of spiracles when which is to be we have seen, which is to be we have studied. Then gill filaments project beyond the interbranchial septum. Gill filaments project beyond the interbranchial septum, which is greatly reduced. Interbranchial septum which is to present, interbrachial septum which is to be found in this fish, these are to be reduced, these are to be found. Again, see the figure. See the figure of these teleostomy. These fishes, these are called as the catfishes. These are called as catfishes. These are called as the catfishes. That is, this is the first fish. It is called as Mistus singhala, and this is called as freshwater shark. Most famous, it is also called as dogfish or the freshwater dogfish or a freshwater shark. That is the Valiaguatu. This is called as Valiaguatu, which is carnivorous. It is called as Mistus singhala. It is also carnivorous. These fishes, these are called as the catfishes. These are called as the catfishes, on which body, that is 2 dorsal fin, these are to be present. This is first dorsal in Mistus singhala, and this is second dorsal which is to be found in these Mistus singhala. And to these fishes, these are the barbels. These are a pair of barbels, that may be 2 pairs or that may be 4 pairs of barbels, these are to be present which is to be occur. Whereas in these fishes, these are the important interesting class or interesting important commercial food animal which is to be used as nutritive and delicious food for the consumption. These are that is Mistus singhala above fish, and lower fish, that is the Valiaguatu. Spiral valves are absent in this intestine. Spiral valves are absent in the intestine of these fishes. Spiral valve, these are to be absent in the intestine of these fishes, as spiral valve is present in Elasmobranchi. Freshwater fishes retain a high concentration of ammonia. Freshwater fishes, these are to be retain a high concentration of ammonia in urine. Hence, it is called as amniotelic. Again, it is the opposite character to that of the Elasmobranchi. In Elasmobranchi, fishes retain high concentration of urea in the form of urine. Hence, these are called as ureotelic. In freshwater fishes, retain high concentration of ammonia in the form of urine. Hence, these are called as amnotelic. Both viviparity and ovoviviparity is seen in this group. In the teleostomy, viviparity and ovoviviparity, these are to be seen, these are to be found in this group, in this fishes. Fertilization is external, outside the female's body in aquatic medium. In these fishes, fertilization is to be external, outside the female's body in aquatic medium. Fertilization, these are to be takes place, fertilization, these are to be occur. Kidney in these teleostomy, these are to be mesonephric. Kidneys are to be mesonephric type of kidneys, that is pronephric, mesonephric and metanephric. Pronephric anterior part, these are to be functional. Mesonephric middle part, these are to be functional, and metanephric posterior part, these are to be functional, and remaining 2 parts, these are to be non-functional. In this, kidneys are to be teleostomy mesonephric type of kidneys which is to present, which is to be occur. The tail of teleostomy in both teleostomy fishes, teleostomy members, tail is to be both condition, that may be homocircle as well as the heterocircle condition. Homocircle as well as heterocircle condition, these are to be found, these are to be seen. Homocircle when in fishes, see the figure Labiorota. In this figure Labiorota we have observed that is the tail portion, that is caudal fin. This caudal fin, these are to be seen, these are to be look like. How these are to be look like? This upper lobe, these are caudal fin is equal to similar to that of the lower lobes. Means these two lobes, these are to be similar, same in shape, size, internally as well as externally. Hence it is called as homocircle caudal fin. And when the caudal fin, these are to be unequal in condition, when these are to be unequal condition, then it is to be called as that is heterocircle caudal fin. Heterocircle caudal fin, these are to be seen, see in this fish, that is the see the fish, this caudal fin. In this caudal fin, one lobe is to be shorter and another lobe is to be longer. Hence it is called as heterocircle caudal fin. Whereas in this Mr. Singhala, both lobes, these are to be equal, that is lower lobe is to be similar as well as upper lobe is to be similar. Hence both these lobes, these are to be same similar shape in size. Hence it is called as homocircle. Hence it is to be called as caudal fin of the tail of teleostomy is both homocircle as well as heterocircle condition. The brains of teleostomy members, brains of teleostomy fishes, in relation to the size of the body, it is to be small, it is to be less condition, which is to be small in size. There are 4 to 5 pairs of gill slits are present, and 4 to 5 pairs of gill slits open by a single common opening, which is to be called as the operculum or the branchial chamber or the gill cover. And examples of these fishes, examples of this teleostomy, that is the examples Cutla, labio, catfishes, exotic carp, that is this is the labio major carp. Then this is the another fish, that is this is the exotic carp. See this fish, which is to be captured in our Marathwada area, cultured, which is to be golden. It is called as the Cyprinus carpio, which is to be exotic carp. Exotic carp, those are to be transported to the foreign countries. Not its native is to be India, it is to be transported from the China or the other different countries. That's why it is to be called as exotic, and which is to be captured in our areas. It is to be most nutritious, delicious and used as a food fish, golden color. It is called as a Cyprinus carpio. Means exotic carp, major carp, catfishes and other varieties of fishes, these are to be caught, these are to be captured in our areas from the class teleostomy. Hence this class most important, most commercial, world's maximum fish production. Remember, world's maximum fish production, which is to be come from this class teleostomy. Hence this class is most important, most interesting, highly evolved, more developed and advanced class of fishes in our daily life, in our daily food. This plate of food, these are to be we have consumed everywhere we have seen on hotels, where that is hotel is to be veg, non-veg hotel, in which Cutla fish, these are to be consumed as a fresh condition in food. That's why these class or this class, these are to be important, these to be most useful. Up to here we have completed all 7 classes, and here we have completed the important article, that is the classification of Pisces up to class level, general characters of the 7 classes: class Pterichthys, class Coccystae, class Acanthodi, class Iliasmobranchi, class Holocephaly, class Dipnoi, and last class Teleostomy, most advanced, recent, highly evolved, more commercial, more economical, world's maximum fish production is to be come from this class. Hence this class or this fish, these are to be important, it is to be most useful. With this we have completed the important article, important aspects of our study. Again, thank you for all of